It's just after midnight at the Carbondale Police Department. A teenager is crying, frightened, and angry. A few hours earlier, she was a runaway. Now she's at the police station and her parents are in the next room waiting to take her home. Everyone's upset. A SIRSS counselor arrives and helps bring the family together, mediating whatever problem caused the crisis and making it possible for them to go home together. In the coming days, the girl and her family will begin counseling services provided through SIRSS. I'm Karen Freitag, Executive Director of Southern Illinois Regional Social Services, or SIRSS. We work with people every day, building better lives. Imagine a 32-year-old man addicted to drugs whose life is on the verge of falling apart, and there's no hope unless he gets help. He turns to SIRSS. A 62-year-old grandmother returns home after a 3-week hospitalization for the treatment of depression. A SIRSS counselor monitors her medications and goes with her to the grocery store to buy food. A 12-year-old girl finds friendship through Big Brothers Big Sisters. Last year, SIRSS helped more than 3,000 people. We're not-for-profit, providing mental health, substance abuse, and youth and family services for the people of Jackson and Perry counties.
It is an enormous fulfillment to see people reach their goals and overcome problems that they may have been struggling with for a great many years.
Even if you don't need it and may never need it, it's really important to know that it's there.
45 years ago, SIRSS began with a psychiatrist and social worker serving people with psychiatric disorders in a clinical setting. Today, we're a dedicated staff of 150, and last year we provided nearly 100,000 hours of service. If you take a calculator and work it out, 100,000 hours translates into more than a decade's worth of hours spent within a single year helping a community and its people cope with any number of issues.
I shudder to imagine the complexion of this community without SIRSS. I think undoubtedly we're taken for granted.
Every year we hold our annual Walk the Blues Away event. SIRSS believes mental health is fundamental to health, but communicating that concept can be an uphill battle. Whenever a celebrity talks about his or her bout with depression or substance abuse, it does ease the negative perception. But even with famous names like these associated with mental illness or substance abuse, we're still a long way from where we need to be. Our impact is much greater than if a government did this work, yet funding remains low and we're constantly fighting for it. And every year the rules and regulations get more and more complicated as to how to use those dollars. Today we're strong financially and preparing to move into the future. Topping the list is the need for a new space. SIRSS has occupied this 3-story converted dorm since the 1960s. There's no elevator for our disabled consumers. It's crowded and it's not a very inviting place to visit. We've bought property and we're beginning the process of raising the money we need to build a new home for SIRSS. Our home is really a refuge for all those who need help in our community. We're also an organization committed to outreach, reaching out to where we're needed, whether it's the hospital, police station, high school, or the homes of our clients. SIRSS is fundamental to the overall health and well-being of Jackson and Perry counties. You could say we're a safety net, a place where people visit when they have nowhere else to go. Or maybe you could call us a warm, secure blanket because we're able to wrap services around people based on their needs. However you know us, remember this little girl's smile. Her name is Star, and she's one story of the dozens within just one program, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Jackson and Perry counties. Imagine her story multiplied by 3,000, and you'll get the idea of the human dimension of our work. As we say to those who need to hear it, you are not alone, we care, we know how to help.